Hi. Okay, so I've risen back from the dead to tell you a story about me and Jaspas. If you haven't seen it, he posted a video recently about our history and like how we met and everything, our friendship, stuff we worked on. Uh, yeah. But you should know that there are a few inaccuracies, so I'm gonna tell you my story from my perspective, which is, by the way, the correct story, because his memory is, he's old, you see. Yeah, he's very old. Okay, so yeah, what happened was when I was maybe 12. I think 12. Yes, I was 12, and I started making videos at like 10 or 11. The first video I ever made was some coin matrix thing. I even made a tutorial, but it's all like deleted now, so I don't even know where it is. Yes, and I kind of got like a few followers, just like, I don't know, maybe two. One of them was this guy whose name is, I want to say, Calvin. But he's the same age as I was, and his YouTube name is Ruthless Ace. I remember that because this guy, he messaged me on YouTube, we started talking a little bit, and then we went on to MSN, we started talking, which is like, MSN is like a instant messaging platform last time. And so, yeah, we started talking a little bit, talk about magic and cardistry and whatnot. And then one day he was like, hey, I talked to Jaspas, do you want his email address? Then I'm like, Jaspas? Like, the Jaspas? Because, you know, back then, like, when was that? 9 years ago, Jaspas already had like a following, like a decent following, so I knew of him, and I'm like, yes! So then we started talking, Jaspas and I started talking on MSN. First of all, okay, so he said something wrong. It's not 7 years ago, it is 9 years ago. I was 12. And then it also was on MSN, not on Facebook. And I didn't ask him out. Cause like, why would a 12-year-old girl ask some random stranger on the internet out, right? Okay, so I was just talking to him about magic, cardistry, and whatnot. And then one day he's like, hey, do you want to go to a jam session on Saturday? And I'm like, what's this jam session? Because 12-year-old me is like, huh? You know, never been to this kind of thing. And he's like, oh, it's just, you know, you meet with a bunch of flourishers and then you talk about cardistry or life or whatever, you know. And then I'm like, okay, that sounds cool, but my dad's not gonna let me go. So then I brought it out to my dad. I'm like, can I go to this thing? Like, it sounds cool. Then, like, to my surprise, he was like, okay, yeah, but I have to go with you. Then I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, if that's what it takes. I was 12, and like, okay lor, I just go. Oh, but side story, before I met him, I actually met Kevin Ho. Because Kevin, I also kind of met through Ruthless Ace, Kelvin. And Kevin was selling his book, Smooth Operations, and I wanted it signed and everything. And so, yeah, I met the first ever flourisher, Kevin Ho. And I think we have a picture, but I'm not going to show it to you guys. It's just, yeah. Yeah, so I met Kevin first, and I managed to get Kevin to like sign on a playing card and then get Jaspas' signature as well. And then yeah, so he passed me that when like first time we met. And then a couple weeks after, like months after, I met Jaspas, which is at this jam that my father was at. And so we sat down, Jaspas was late. It was him, Ling, Leon, and Bowen. And Bowen's no longer doing cardistry anymore. But yeah, like I met these people for the first time. And we're sitting down there, and before all of the others arrived, it was just me and Jaspas. We were talking, and then I just said like, oh yeah, my father's over here. Or it's either that or like, you know, my father, or I told him that my father would be coming. Yeah. So either way, my father was 3 seats away maybe. He came over, and then he's like, yeah, I heard that you do cardistry and blah blah, and he was talking to Jaspas about it. And then he's like, yeah, so here's a Black Ghost deck to just, you know, just for like thank you, I guess. I don't know what I was young, I don't know. But yeah, so he gave Jaspas like a Black Ghost deck. And I'm like, cool, okay, didn't think too much about it. But that's the story of how we met. And then from then on, we started working on other projects together. Yeah, the first ever project was, like, proper project was, like, reading in bed, in which we had to hold hands, and I was, like, 13, I was 15 years old. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't know if like, my parents will be okay with that. Because I'm okay with it. Like, I mean, it's just for acting, I totally understand. And then I had to ask permission. And then they're like, yeah, okay. But don't do anything else. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I won't. Why yeah, anyway, so, yeah, we shot Reading in Bed. And that scene with the supermarket, no, not supermarket, the one where they were taking, where they were trying on clothes at the shopping mall. We didn't really go to different outlets. I'm pretty sure we were like just like trying not to get caught. We were at Plaza Sing. We were like, okay, where is the most inconspicuous place that we can just do this out in the open and nobody is just gonna catch us or like say no. So we went to Fair Price, which is like this huge, is it Fair Price or Cold Storage? One of those. It's like this huge supermarket that has food, electronics, and then they have like a clothing section. So we were just like getting clothes, and then like, okay, go try. Then he came out with all the clothes we had like worn together at the same time. It was a bit silly, but it was fun. Yeah, and Leon was so scared because he was like, I don't want to get caught. And then he was trying his best to be like inconspicuous, but like, you know, effective, which he did a great job. Yeah. And then, let's see. We went to a lot of meetups together. There were like, at this point in time, maybe 7 years ago, 5 years ago, there were a lot of meetups, like almost every other week. And then after that it died down for a while, and now it has started up again. But in this span of time when there was a lot of meetups, and I would go to them, sometimes I would just go and meet Jaspas alone, or like just like a small group, because I'm not a big fan of like huge crowds and whatnot. And yeah, so whenever I'm like, okay, dude, where are you? You know, I'm like here already, or like I'm 5 minutes away. And he's like, oh, I'm on the way. But no, he's at home. 5 minutes later, no, I'm on the way. Half an hour later, yeah, still on the way. I think the longest I've waited for him was like 3 hours, and this was, I don't know, maybe 13 to 15 years old. Can you imagine? I don't know where I got that patience. Yeah, but now I'll just be like, dude, will you be on time? If no, I'll leave home later, because I know better. Jasper's is, he's always late, but I mean he's gotten better over the years. Once in a while when he like surprises you and comes on time, you're like, wow, not bad. But yeah, it's been something that you have to deal with over the years. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this short now. I've like cleared up most of the things. Yes, I'm just gonna talk about our friendship. So over the years, we've obviously gotten closer through like projects we've worked on, through like common interests like film and you know, talking about random stuff. And even though he's always late, he forgets a lot of things that's like clear from his stories, and he doesn't remember a lot of things. He's always like somebody that you can trust when you need help. Like, dude, I need help filming this, can you help me? And then he'll be like, sure, no problem. What do you need? You know, he's very trustworthy that way. And yeah, like, although we're not necessarily, I don't think we're drifting apart. It's just that we are both doing our own things. It's not like our friendship would end. So don't worry, I'll be around for a long time. And yeah, we've just been very busy, but we'll definitely continue the Bloop Bloop show. And if you want that, you know, give us some suggestions, because season 2 was like 3 episodes or 4 episodes in, and we're like, nah, we have no time. We got no brain juices to think of anything. So if you have any suggestions or have any ideas of what you want us to work on together, let us know. Yeah. Other than that though, Jasper's has been like some figure around me over the past 9 years that has helped me grow to appreciate a lot of things. And so I'm very thankful for that. Yes. And I hope this clears up like all the stories and hypotheses that everybody has, and yeah, it's a quick story time so that you can understand what is the correct story, and just go and talk to Jaspas about how he remembers things wrongly. Yeah, okay. See you guys soon.